3 houses on it in a rural area. It's the second most dangerous railroad crossing in the county, and they left the stone there. They have a local office in the capital city of our county, but they never answer the phone. It just goes over to voicemail, and they don't really have any full-time people there. So they asked me if I would, I offered I would help out, and I called the Florida headquarters office, left a message, finally spoke to somebody. They made a bunch of promises saying that they would document it on the computer, send correspondence to the 3 residences on the street. And so I checked back with the constituents at the household like a month later, and they hadn't cleaned up the construction stone. And this was causing their vehicles to bottom out. It was causing damage to one of the vehicles in the house, making it difficult for, their friends coming over to visit them. So I called up the second time, and I jumped a little ugly with the guy. And I used the phrase, well, why don't you just fix the damn thing? It was the same employee down in Florida I spoke to. We exchanged some words. I said some things, and they came in and they got it fixed within 3 days after that. But it relates to the situation in Ohio where, these large regional commercial freight line companies, there's a lot of logs in the system, and, there's a lot of room for error where they should correct things that they don't. And they don't do it promptly and quickly. And, maintenance on these lines around the country leaves a lot to be desired. It's part of the infrastructure problems of our country. But
there are tons of railroad crossings that, don't have anything but a marking on them. You don't know if a train is coming or not. If you don't stop, look, and listen, as they used to say when we were kids, you could get run over. And so if they don't maintain them and vehicles are bottoming out, that makes it even worse. I think it's hard to get these folks done, and maybe because you identified yourself as an elected official from the area, they finally paid some attention.
Well, it's ironic because this railroad crossing, after I was out of office, I'd say about 3 to 3.5 years after I facilitated the cleanup of this construction stone that they left behind, somebody got killed at the intersection. There's only 3 residences on the street. There was a taxi cab driver that was in there for one of the other residencies, the next door neighbor, and the guy didn't check the intersection. They basically, because the owner of the house was telling me, they said, you basically got to roll your windows down, turn the radio off, and sit and listen and look as much as you can and wait before you go across, because, description of the intersection, you can't see for 300 to 350 feet because there's vegetation growth that impedes.
Do you maintain that this is standard operating procedure for many railroads?
I would, it's an enormous country and there's a lot of rural areas. I would say yes. I mean, I'm talking about upstate New York where, this happens to be a rural part of the town that I live in, but it's classified as the second most dangerous railroad crossing in my entire county of, 183,000 people. And it's geographically, it's a large county. You got the Hudson River on the east side, and you got the Catskill Mountains on the west side, and it's to the geographical size of the state of Rhode Island. So, I would say
Michigan, Rutgers, Iowa, and Maryland, all 9-7. All of them are 2 games behind the Wildcats with 4 games to play. The Cats will play at Maryland a week from today after visiting Illinois on Thursday. Iowa's got games at Wisconsin, home against Michigan State, at Indiana, and then home with surging Nebraska. And the Wildcats will see Rutgers, the final game of the season, out in Piscataway. So Philly's going to be quite a 2 weeks from...
150 cars is a pretty darn big train. If there was nothing wrong, why won't management talk? And they're saying the train crew won't talk. Well, if I did nothing wrong, I was doing the speed limit and everything, and the train derailed because of something there, why would I be afraid?
Well, I think because they don't want anybody to say anything out of pocket before any investigation of all those things that you just mentioned is true. Yeah, they silence. They don't want the employees to talk.
Yeah, well, you have to have some morals, too.
Oh, more.
Like I said, if I did nothing wrong...
You expect company officials who are making millions of dollars to have morals? Come on, man.
I'm not talking about the company officials. I'm talking about the train crew.
Well, the train crew is afraid for their job. You know how that is. You say something to the media, you're going to be fired. I'm sure they've been told that. You will wait until this investigation is over.
I believe in one news report, the hot box detector did go off.
I've seen that too, yes.
And they kept going.
Well... There may be a lot to fault here, from the crew to the hot boxes to the management to everybody, okay?
And also one last thing.
Mm-hmm.
I worked there 47 years and finished up with Norfolk Southern. They don't have much, they have contempt for the public. I can tell you that now. I never got in trouble or anything like that, but I can tell you from dealing with the management. And I hear that they have gotten worse. Now, I kept in pretty good contact after I took my pension in 2000 for about 10, 12 years, but then those people started getting pensions. So you lose a little bit what's going on, but I heard that they are getting real tough. They want to cut jobs as much as possible.
I think you're right. I've read articles that say the same thing. All right, I'm done, everybody. Good night. No jobs during the week unless they ring the bell for the firemen, and then I'll come running. I'll see you next Saturday at 5, I hope.
The toilet sneaks. Every flush spews bacteria onto surfaces that little Bobby touches and then spreads to the light switch and everywhere else in the house. Yuck. So Dad uses Microban 24 to help stop the spread. It's the only sanitizing spray with a long-lasting shield that keeps killing 99.9% of bacteria on surfaces for up to 24 hours. Be confident you're protecting your family with Microban 24. Don't just sanitize it, Microban it.
They say they'll get your biggest tax refund. Jackson Hewitt says your biggest tax refund guaranteed. And a chance to double your tax refund. Thousands in weekly prizes during the Double Your Refund sweepstakes. Your biggest refund times 2, twice the money, so forget about them. File your taxes on the double at Jackson Hewitt today. No purchase necessary to enter or win. Open to U.S. residents 18 or older who file a 2022 federal tax return. Promotion ends 4/2/23. Visit jacksonhewitt.com for rules.
Big K Morning Show with Larry and Marty. Breaking news and making a difference.
It's been a long road for John Fetterman last May after he suffered a near fatal stroke. Got elected through the process, took a lot of criticism, fought off all of that, and now he's in the hospital for clinical depression.
The Big K Morning Show with Larry and Marty. Weekday mornings 5:30 till 10 on 100.1 FM, AM 1020, KDKA.com, and on the Odyssey app.
Tune in to KDKA Radio every Saturday morning at 8 a.m. for On the Money with Secure Money Advisors. Brian Caranta has tips that will make sure your retirement and income plan is ready to help provide you with a comfortable, secure retirement.
Did you know that now you can listen to all your favorite stations, including this one, shows, and even podcasts, all on the Odyssey app? Download it now.
KDKA and KDKA FM HD2 Pittsburgh, W261AX Pittsburgh.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Aetna Medicare Advantage Studios.
Pittsburgh's news. news, weather, and traffic station. News Radio, KDKA. This is CBS News on the Hour, your home for original reporting.
I'm Christopher Cruz in the Washington Bureau. North Korea is making its displeasure known about joint U.S.-South Korea military exercises. Reporter Alex Jensen is in Seoul.
According to South Korea's military, North Korea test-fired 2 short-range ballistic missiles Monday morning local time after launching an intercontinental ballistic missile Saturday. And the North State media also announced a separate test involving a so-called super-large rocket launcher as it develops a range of weapons seemingly aimed at the U.S. and South Korea.
Senator Lindsey Graham has some strong words for China if it decides to provide lethal weapons to Russia in its war against Ukraine.
As the war approaches the 1-year mark, the South Carolina Republican says to China,
if you jump on the Putin train now, you're dumber than dirt. It would be like buying a ticket on the Titanic after you saw the movie. Don't do this.
On ABC, Senator Graham also spoke about what the U.S. should do as the war continues.
Make Russia a state sponsor of terrorism under U.S. law, which would make it harder for China to give weapons to Russia. And we need to start training Ukrainian pilots on the F-16 now.
Linda Kenyon, CBS News, Washington.
Welcome to the D1 Media One podcast recorded by the media program at Dennis Grammars Regional High School. In these shows, we will discuss news and issues addressed to the DY School District and the communities of Dennis and Grammars.
There's been an outpouring of tributes for Jimmy Carter after it was announced that he's receiving hospice care at home. CBS's Robert Costa is in the hometown of the former president, Plains, Georgia.
It's very difficult for, I'm sure, the family as well as our church family.
Deacon Zach Steele says the Plains community is turning to their faith and each other as they process the news.
It's a remarkable testament to his character that you can be the most powerful person in the world, but when you come back home, you're just Jimmy.
The CEO of Norfolk Southern Railroad, Alan Shaw, is talking with reporters about the company's response to the train derailment in East Palestine, Ohio, earlier this month. A report from WKBN-TV's Stan Boney.
Shaw says Norfolk Southern is offering $1,000 a person to everyone in the 44413 zip code and in Beaver County's evacuation zone.
You're making them sign documents to tell people that they won't sue further or they can't ask for more money?
No, not at all. All they have to do is sign their name and say they've received $1,000.
The actor and longtime stand-up comedian Richard Belzer has died. His best-known role was as Detective John Munch in Homicide, Life on the Street, and Law and Order SVU. He died today at his home in southern France. He was 78. This is CBS News.
Do you know what people see when they Google you? Search engines don't always get it right. And when they're wrong, it's your reputation on the line. So what do you do when you don't agree with your search results? Call Reputation Defender at 800-401-6681. Reputation Defender by Norton is one of the most trusted names in online reputation repair. We have over a decade of experience in fixing people's search results, and we can help you too. Using cutting-edge approaches, Reputation Defender pushes unflattering information down to lower pages of your search results, where few people ever look. We also promote the good stuff so that it rises to the top, letting you put your best foot forward. Your good name is too valuable to leave to the whims of a Google algorithm. You owe it to yourself to take control with Reputation Defender. Visit www.reputationdefender.com or call 800-401-6681 for free advice on your situation. 800-401-6681. That's 800-401-6681.
Has TikTok sold you on this snack?
That girl just made a deep fried cheese pickle. I'm making it.
There is a new snack trend that's gone viral, and it's got TikTokers in a pickle.
So beautiful, so good. I don't know what to call it.
Well, some call it a chickle, others a pickle cannoli. My fave, a pickle in a blanket. It's simply a pickle wrapped in crusty cheese.
You're just going to need a slice or two of provolone cheese and some pickles. Just put your pickle in the center.
And then fold it up like a little pickle burrito. Hey, there's another name. And eat away.
Stacey Lynn, CBS News.
The now 2-year-old bird flu outbreak has cost taxpayers about $661 million, not to mention the added pain for consumers, because the chicken industry has had to slaughter more than 58 million birds to help limit the spread of the virus. Christopher Cruz, CBS News.
100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA. Covered by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Company.
Now more than ever, we're the station you can trust for the information you need. KDKA.
100.1 FM and AM.
We have people calling in every day to help with anxiety. And the thing that we have here at the PA Hypnosis and Anxiety Center is we're able to get to the part of the brain that actually causes the anxiety. Most everybody knows that people have problems, but they can't control the anxiety on their own. So the sessions that we do actually from the first session on gets that part of the brain to stop causing that fight or flight anxiety response. And that's how we're able to give the guarantee with our program.
And you've worked with high-level athletes, Olympic athletes. Where do we get started?
We do a free consultation, and we're going to do the same thing with the clients here that we do with the U.S. Olympic team to help them win gold medals. So when you call the office for the consultation, we can set that up at 724-934-8446.
The PA Hypnosis and Anxiety Center, 724-934-8446. Call now. Shelley Duffy, Zero Res, reminds us all February is the month for love.
It is. It's all over the place.
So why not give your carpet the love and attention it really deserves? Not only is your carpet one of the biggest investments in your home, but it's also the biggest air filter.
That's right. And don't forget, take that $75 off your air duct cleaning.
So Zero Res is spreading the love. It's the Love Your Rug special. Get 3 rooms, Zero Resified, from Pittsburgh's #1 carpet cleaner, starting at just $119. Oh, but Shelley, this month only, they're throwing in a free hallway to sweeten the deal.
Yeah, these deals are not going to last long.
Just call Zero Res right now at 412-701-1188, 412-701-1188.
So you can book online if you want to, if that's easier, ZeroResPittsburgh.com.
And make sure you ask for the KDKA special.
Zero Res. Spell it backward or forwards, it still spells the same.
Nobody loves you like Zero Res, baby.
Hey, I'm Andy. If you don't know me, it's probably because I'm not famous. But I did start a men's grooming company called Harry's. The idea for Harry's came out of a frustrating experience I had buying razor blades. Most brands were overpriced, overdesigned, and out of touch. At Harry's, our approach is simple. Here's our secret. We make sharp, durable blades and sell them at honest prices for as low as $2 each. We care about quality so much that we do some crazy things, like buy a world-class German blade factory. Obsessing over every detail means we're confident in offering a 100% quality guarantee. Millions of guys have already made the switch to Harry's, so thank you if you're one of them. And if you're not, we hope you give us a try with this special offer. Get a Harry starter set with a 5-blade razor, weighted handle, shave gel, and a travel cover, all for just $3 plus free shipping. Just go to harrys.com and enter code KICKOFF at checkout. That's harrys.com, code KICKOFF. Enjoy.
How can you experience the ultimate in luxury while also getting the best possible value at the same place? Seems contradictory, right? Well, it happens every day at Diamonds Direct as we bring together the best of all worlds for our customers. We take pride in our showroom atmosphere being both lavish and relaxing. It's our selection, which is truly breathtaking and yet attainable. It's our diamond experts who are technical in their knowledge, but at the same time warm, engaging, and caring. This is what makes Diamonds Direct a unique and captivating place where we constantly challenge the norms and redefine shopping expectations. Regardless of whether you want a simple gold band or the most intricate custom design ring, we love making it happen. And whether you're in a t-shirt and shorts or a 3-piece suit, you'll be treated like family and we'll go out of our way to make you comfortable and happy. Come and experience a different kind of jeweler where we're as practical as we are romantic. Diamonds Direct. Your love, our passion. Directions and store hours online at diamondsdirect.com.
The following is a test of the emergency alert system. station is testing its emergency alert system equipment. The EAS will provide timely emergency warnings. This station serves the Pittsburgh Extended Operational Area. This concludes this emergency alert system test.
If you own a business, this has been a bumpy ride. From pandemic to inflation, I'm sure you could use a break. If your business has 5 or more employees and survived COVID, you might be eligible to receive a payroll tax refund of up to $26,000 per employee. The challenge is getting your hands on it. Hi, I'm Howard Mackler, and that's why I founded GetRefunds.com to cut through the red tape and get you the money. The team of tax attorneys we have put together are highly trained in this little-known payroll tax refund program. We do all the work, charge not a dime up front, and simply share a percentage of the cash that we get for you. Businesses of all types can qualify, including those that took PPP, nonprofits, and even those that had increases in sales. We have helped return over $1 billion to businesses, and we can help you too. Just go to getrefunds.com/news, click on Qualify Me, and answer a few questions. This payroll tax refund is only available for a limited period of time. Don't lose out on up to $26,000 per employee. Go to getrefunds.com/news. That's getrefunds.com/news.
Traffic doesn't wait for a commute.
A traffic Armageddon in this region.
Weather doesn't wait for you to be outside.
This will be a powerful storm.
We are preparing for the worst conditions.
And the world doesn't wait to be interesting.
The United States will be sending 31 Abrams tanks to Ukraine.
Gunfire broke out from multiple shooters in various directions.
Check in throughout the day to stay informed, safe, and prepared.
All of our news was from you guys. It was just awesome.
Pittsburgh's news, weather and traffic station, 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
Beloved former basketball coach and educator Satch Sullinger knows you got to keep moving to stay healthy. But that's not so easy when your aching joints won't cooperate.
We still want to move and we still want to get around and we still want to be active, but we start to deteriorate the moment we quit moving.
QC Kinetics regenerative treatments help restore movement in stiff, aching knees, hips, shoulders, and back, using only your natural healing properties to help restore damaged joints. That's a huge positive for Satch.
It's working, and what I really like about it is there's nothing foreign put in my body. Everything that was put in my body has been taken from my body. I love it. I love it. Like I said, I want to live until the day I die.
Get rid of the pain and start moving again. Call QC Kinetics today for your complimentary consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 724-201-4230. That's 724-201-4230. 724-201-4230.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Increasing clouds tonight, low 42. Mostly cloudy tomorrow with a couple of showers beginning around midday, high 49. A lingering shower tomorrow night into Tuesday morning, low 40. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Carl Erickson, 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
Good evening and welcome to Amplify, a telephone talk show that looks at life from a religious perspective. I'm Father Ron Lingwin, hoping that